The Sony 16 to 15mm kit lens isn't the greatest lens you can buy. It is, however, one of the cheapest lenses in terms of price that you can acquire in 2024. The Sony 16 to 15mm kit lens is not really known for anything spectacular. It's often been called a soft lens, meaning it doesn't have a sharp image. It's been called a lens that leaves much to be desired. Some fault it for its build quality, and some say that this is the worst lens you can get for your camera. And some even flat out say, don't buy it. Save your money and buy a better lens. And to all of that I say, false. One of the greatest things about the Sony 16 to 15mm kit lens is its limitations. A lens that's tack sharp can shoot in almost total darkness with its .96 aperture, can be dropped from a 13-story building without a scratch, a lens that can zoom all the way out to a man on the moon while pointing it out your living room window doesn't leave you any room to sharpen your skills. A lens that can give you everything without presenting any challenges can make you lazy, which in turn stops you from growing your skills. The Sony 16 to 15mm kit lens will grow your skills because of its limitations. Hey, what's going on, man? Nothing much, just, about to get on some editing here, get some work done. Oh, I hear you, man. Hey, quick question. Have you seen that interview with Cat Williams on the Club Shay Shay podcast? No, I haven't seen that thing. Listen, that thing was crazy. Like, for real. It was off the chain. Oh, for real? He was just basically talking about the industry and just comedians that stole his job. I don't want to give it away. You really have to watch it for yourself. But yeah, like I said, I just, I've been really busy, so I haven't had time to really watch any stuff like that. But I'll check it out. I actually just wanted to ask you another question. I've been wanting to ask you this question, and I don't want it to come across the wrong way. So I'll just ask it. Why the kit lens? Well, what I mean is, like, why, like, I understand why you do videos on the kit lens, but I guess I don't understand why you keep talking about that lens, because there's a lot of other lenses that are good, like really good, like, like the Nightwalker lenses and things like that. Yeah, like that, I guess. But there's just so much you could talk about, just a lot more gear. You know what I mean? I think it could get your numbers up. I remember when I was in that position, I was new to photography and videography, and I didn't have all the money, I didn't have all the knowledge, and I just needed people to, kind of give me some direction. So I guess that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah. I mean, I get it. I really do. I get it. And I respect, what you're saying, but I just had a question. That was all. I wanted to see if I could understand a little bit more about, why you do what you do. But I appreciate what you do. But anyway, I'm gonna let you get back to work, man. All right, man. I'll let you. All right. Using the kit lens on the Sony FX30 is just like using any other lens. You put it on, you have to have good light, you have to have good composition skills, and when you take it into your editor, you have to edit and color it. And really, it's the same as any other lens. The only difference with this lens that I would say is there are three main things. One is it's not as sharp as some other lenses. It isn't that great in very low light, and it also changes your aperture when you zoom in and out because it's variable aperture. Now, that last one there, you can either look at as a detriment or a feature. If you're shooting in bright sunlight, then when you zoom in, your aperture changes for you. You don't have to do that. So on this channel, I've been talking about the kit lens a lot, and I've been saying things like the kit lens is good enough. You don't need these excellent lenses, even though I'm not saying don't get those lenses. But what has happened is, since I've been shooting on the FX30 with the kit lens, it has actually drove home every single point that I've made about this lens. And that is, it has a decent picture quality. It is small, so it can fit in your case if you need to take it with you somewhere on your camera, which means you're gonna have it with you. It's a great zoom lens because it doesn't just have one focal length, so you can actually zoom in and out. And when you combine all of those things together, included with the fact that it has stabilization built in and power zoom, which means you can zoom in and out very slowly with a button on the lens or on your camera. That's just a lot of features in this little lens that only cost you like 60 bucks. And I think that it is worth it. And for you not to have this lens is really crazy. You can also throw an ND filter on this lens, which is, you know, another feature that a lot of people don't even think about, putting an ND filter on this lens so you can shoot outside. But just because it's a kit lens and it isn't the greatest doesn't mean you cannot use it. So what do you guys think of the kit lens on the Sony FX30? I think it looked pretty good, and it works just like any other lens. You need light, you need decent composition, and you need to know how to edit and color grade. You can put LUTs on it if you want, that's up to you. But to say that the kit lens is not a good lens, I think misses the whole point of doing videography and photography. The point isn't always to have the sharpest, cleanest picture. Sometimes you want imperfections. Sometimes you just want to capture the image, and how sharp it is isn't the goal, it's to capture the image. Years ago, cameras that we used didn't even have the same resolution that all of these cameras have. But yet now, for some reason, resolution and sharpness is like the most important thing. And I think that misses the point of videography. Now, there's nothing wrong with those people out there who want the sharpest image all the time, who want that clinical look. But me personally, I'm not that kind of person. I like creativity. I like to be able to tell a story. I like to be able to paint pictures. And it's best to do that when you have tools that don't just focus on one thing, but tools that just allow you to create and don't get in the way of that. Now, you may be saying, well, how can a sharp lens get in the way of creativity? Well, it can get in the way because it becomes the focal point of everything, no pun intended. I think we as a culture now, we as a society, we love gear so much and we love sharpness that becomes what we put our energy into, finding the best lens, finding the greatest camera out there. And to be honest with you, even if you had the greatest camera, if you don't have anything to talk about, it just really doesn't matter. So I'm gonna continue to put out content that I believe is helpful and that I like and that's creative. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. I'm out. Peace.